Welcome to Profitability. Here you discover ideas, tactics, news, and information that matters to your small business and you. I'm your host, Ruth King. Thank you for joining us. Here's how we will help your business and you today. Some of the toughest leadership issues occur when you're blindsided. You never saw it coming. How do you deal with them? And what could you have done to prevent this issue? My guest today, Steve Smith, founder of Growth Source Coaching, gives you the principles to put in place that help avoid those blind spots. Steve, welcome to Profitability.
Thank you, Ruth. It's great to be on.
My pleasure. You've had some interesting, at least looking at your background, some interesting things that got you to where you are today. So share with our audience a little bit about how it all happened and how you are where you are today.
Well, I started coaching 10 years ago, and before that, I had a great career in the consumer products manufacturing industry, and I worked for General Mills and Lysol Chemical, some really great name brand companies that basically prepared me for what I do today.
Okay, and so 10 years ago, you took the entrepreneurial plunge, right?
I did. I plunged right into it. Like a lot of people, I had no idea what was coming. 2008 seemed to be as good a time as any.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But no, actually, I was introduced into this industry by a consultant that I had worked with. And after she took a look at my background and we did some assessments and things like that, she said, this is a perfect place for you to be doing business. And so I jumped into it, and it's been a really good ride ever since.
And so when you talk about a blind spot, talk to me about blind spots. You know, you say there's two types of them, but tell me, definition of blind spot first.
Okay, a blind spot is a perception or a belief or something that you operate with that determines how you think about certain things, how you decide to act or not act on certain things. And yet the people in your immediate vicinity around you are seeing the ill effects of that, but you don't. The characteristic example is when you're driving a car, your side view mirror has a blind spot. And if you don't see what's in that area, you could get into some trouble. But yet people driving around you, they see what's going on because they can see the spot you can't.
Mm-hmm. And so is it also what you do, not only what you say?
The two that I've found that really drive most people's blind spot issues are things that they're doing or saying or basically allowing that don't serve their organization well, but they don't see any problem with it. Then on the other side, you have things that people choose to avoid, that they decide they're not going to do, and everybody around them is kind of waiting for them to take action and correct the problem. So you have those two sides that can create the same deficit in the workplace.